Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. This lecture is for the class of BS Part 1 under the course title is Physical Geography. So the topic today we are going to continue according to the folding and faulting. So let's discuss about the folds first. What are folds? Folds may be defined as undulations or bands or curvatures developed in the rocks of the crust as a result of stress on these rocks. This process of development of in the rocks is called folding, and the pictures are showing the some examples of the fold rocks. So here are the some classification of the folding or folds rocks there on the basis of the two types of the fold, anticlines and synclines. So what are anticlines? Are defined as the folds in which the strata is up arched. Okay, the geographically older rocks occupy a position at the core of the fold and the youngest forming the outermost flank. The limbs dip away from each other at the crest in the simplest form. Then the synclines are defined as the folds in which the strata is down arched. The geographical younger rocks occupy a position in core of the fold and older rocks form the outer flanks. The limbs dip towards a common center. You can see here in picture the anticline and the syncline. The anticline, it is a upper arched and the syncline is a downward. So here again the classification on the basis of the axial planes. So here are the some types of the folds. Number one is a symmetrical folds. The axial plane is essentially vertical. The limbs are equal in length and dip equally in opposite direction. In short, two limbs are essentially mirror images of each other. It may be anticline or syncline. Then number two is a asymmetrical folds in which all those folds anticlines or synclines in which the limbs are unequal in length and dips unequal on either side from the hang line. Then the overturned folds in which folds with the inclined axial planes in which both the limbs are dipping essentially in the same direction. In some cases, due to extreme compression from opposite sides, reverse the journal dip conditions. Anticlinal limbs dip towards each other and the synclinal limbs dip away from each other. Such type of folds is called fan folds. Then isoclinal folds in which may be defined as groups of folds in which all the axial planes are essentially parallel. All the component limbs are dipping at equal amount. They may be made of a series of anticlines and synclines. So you can see over here how the anticline symmetrical and asymmetrical folds, and then the over fold and fan folds. So here in above picture you can see in A, B, C and D and E. Here are the example of the symmetrical rocks. The two limbs are equal. Asymmetrical, okay, so that both limbs are unequal. Then the overturned folds, recumbent and isoclinal folds. So here are the faulting. Fault is what? It is a fractures where some type of displacement or movement has occurred. So here are the three types of the fault: normal fault, reverse or thrust fault, then the transform or strike slip form. Let's see about the some picture in which showing the normal, reverse and strike slip and thrust fault. You can see over here in all the pictures the direction of arrows. It is actually the direction of earth movement inside the interior side of the earth. So after discussion, what is a normal fault? Actually, it is in a normal fault, the blocks on either side of the fault plane move in opposite directions. The hanging wall steps downward. Okay, the fault plane is either vertical or has very steep slope. This fault generally takes place due to tension in the upper part of the crust. So now in second number, reverse fault. In this fault, the blocks along the fault plane moves toward each other. The hanging wall slips up. The slope of the fault plane is gentle. So number third, we have the strike slip fault, in which the horizontal movement along a fault line that is movement in the same direction as the fault, also known as transcurrent fault. So in such movement is described as right lateral or left lateral, depending on the relative motion observed across the fault. Then we have in a last, that is a thrust fault. When one block of the fault rise over the other along the fault plane, it is known as the thrust fault. So here are some landforms which occur due to the happening of the normal fault. So here are some example in Sierra Nevada, then Ons Valley, then Grand Tetons. Then normal fault, you can see the direction of the arrows again. Then the transform or strike slip faults. Then San Andreas fault system. It is the longest fault in North America. Okay, longest fault of the world. So how long it is? About 600 miles and 1000 kilometer. So relative motion of the Pacific plate, which is 2 inches up to 5 centimeter, northwest per year. So then the transform plate boundary features shallow linear rift valleys. Okay, San Andreas Lake Crystal Springs reservoirs looking south along fault, San Francisco water supply, like geology and vegetation. Transform plate boundary activity shallow to moderate earthquakes, little to no volcanism. Thank you very much. Your questions are always welcome.